Another cigar review today. Casa Torano, their house brand pretty much. Coming back to a company that I really like, haven't had in a while. I've already smoked this before, but I haven't reviewed it. This is the Robusto 4 3/4 by 52. A little bit shorter than your normal Robusto, but a little bit thicker as well. Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, as you can see. Nicaraguan binder. Honduran Nicaraguan filler, and then they advertise it as having some special blend of South American and Central American filler tobacco as well. This is good marketing. Special blend. Makes people curious about it. I've had a couple of these already. Pretty good. Just real simple, mild cigar. I've had this one for about, I'm not too sure because I have another like 3 or 4 of these and I got them all at different times, so I'm not sure which one this is, but at least a few months, probably 5-6 months. Giving off a lot of smoke. Real nice. You get the initial harshness that you usually get with most non-ultra premium cigars. Tiny bit of a little tingle. Getting it's like thick smoke and it's nice and creamy. It's like real rich. Just creamy is a perfect way to explain it. The construction's pretty good. The wrapper is extremely thin, so you gotta be careful with it. But the construction's pretty solid. The wrapper is not the prettiest looking, but it's a very, very cheap cigar. I think it's you can get it for probably $3 in this size. Show you guys the band. Just real nice. Torano right there with their shield with the little fortress. It's got some tobacco fields in the back with a little house, palm tree. Very nice, rustic. No writing on the back or anything like that. Simple, but nice. Also embossed. Real nice, a little bit more harsh than your typical Ecuadorian Connecticut, but it has that thick, rich smoke and the creamy texture and taste that you usually get with Ecuadorian Connecticut. But it probably has a little bit more character from the fillers from all those different countries. See, the filler tobacco, if you can see in there, is pretty dark compared to the wrapper. Multinational cigars are usually real interesting. And Torano does a lot of that. Kind of like CAO. I really love when it gives off a lot of smoke. I hate when it gives off a tiny little bit, like just a tiny little cloud, and it's real thin and airy. I hate that. Also, might add the draw's pretty good. Middle ground, not too tight, not too loose. Pretty good. Real mild. But a little bit more flavor than your usual Connecticut. Got a little bit of a tiny bit of spice to it. Just a little bit there. You can notice it. You can taste it. Not real strong, but it's definitely there to let you know it's not your typical Connecticut. Pretty good burn line. What I like about Torano is they're always coming up with new cigars all the time. They have like different themes for them and cool names. They do a lot of work in their marketing for the name and the band. They make you want to buy it. Just they're interesting aesthetically and you know, with the theme that they have, the name. This one also has a double cap, but I'd be real careful if you're gonna cut this because the wrapper is extremely thin, and I'd punch this if I were you, unless you got a real sharp cutter that's fairly new. So I'm pretty sure most places you could find this for less than $5, and if you can, it's a good price. I've had, like I said, I've had a few of these. Never let me down. It's good for any time of day. Just, you know, take something out of your humidor that's not going to be super expensive, you know, and that is enjoyable. So Torano is very, very good at having very good cigars, very good construction, you know, quality tobacco, quality craftsmanship, and for a very good price. Kind of like CAO, Perdomo. You know, your big boys that are, you know, they're so popular because they have a good price and they're also very good quality. And so Torano is one of them. Quality cigars for very good price. So you can afford, you know, your common man can afford to smoke a good cigar instead of that gas station crap. So if you find this for anything less than $5, I'd buy a couple for sure to try it. You know, if you're a new smoker, it's not gonna be too much for you to handle. But if you're an experienced smoker, it does have some complexity. It's not your typical Connecticut. Definitely has some special flavor in there. A unique blend that isn't disclosed. They just say it's a family blend of South American, Central American tobacco. But they do tell you that it has Honduran and Nicaraguan filler. Like I said, Nicaraguan binder, and of course Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper, which is real thin, so you gotta be careful when you handle it. And especially, like I said, if you're gonna cut it, be very careful. Make sure it's a super sharp cutter, or just to be safe, punch it, which I prefer, especially in robustos. Just gives it a real nice, like a tunnel for the smoke, like a nice airflow. Real good so far, real straight. The ash, as you can see, real white. Really good burn line. I'm not surprised. Torano's never let me down.